that's not my husband. No, no. And even still now, I tell everybody to wake me up. It's a nightmare. Because he would never do anything like this, and I don't know why.
That's a distraught Rhonda White's first reaction to finding out her husband is charged with calling in a bomb threat and robbing a bank. Police say Adam White called 911 November 4th, claiming there were dirty bombs in 4 schools. Police say White made that call to distract authorities. Police thought White robbed a bank at the same time the schools went into lockdown.
He kept telling me he didn't do it, he didn't do it. And I said, okay, well then let's go talk to him and clear your name and get this behind us.
White says her husband recently lost his machinist job and that he was angry. He went missing for days. Rhonda finally reached him on the phone.
I finally convinced him to meet me, and we met in Marshall at a hotel room, and I was going to take him in the next morning.
But police were watching, bursted into the room, and arrested Adam. They'd been tipped off to him by his sister. His family says there's no excuse for what he's accused of doing. They think he's relapsing because he's got a criminal past.
I'm at a loss. I don't understand. It hurts me really bad to think that he's going through this again, and we're unsure. We don't know what's going to happen to him.
What would you say to him if you had the chance?
Why? Why?
At the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 2777 in Burton sits Norbert Sargent. Most people call him Sarge.
When somebody calls me by my first name, I have to stop and think, who are they talking?
This sergeant was a Navy man who did not wait to be drafted. He enlisted after the attack on Pearl Harbor.
I guess it's patriotism. I don't know what else, because, well, everybody, I mean, back then when that war started, every young man wanted to get in.
Sarge is a member of what Tom Brokaw calls the greatest generation, those that grew up during the Great Depression and served in World War II. It's estimated 1,100 World War II veterans die every day. The last active World War I veteran died this spring. Sarge says his generation produced patriots, but that future generations did not carry the torch quite so high.
That started right after World War II, too. I mean, I know the next wars, they had to draft them because they couldn't get them any other way. But that's something that I've never been able to understand.
He was 22 when Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. He's now 92, but his memories are still fresh about the Japanese destroyers getting too close to his ship.
Then we started getting scared.
Sarge lost 4 men from his ship in combat. He says he was also willing to die for his country and would not change a thing.
I don't know of too many things I would do any different.
18 minutes into the day before Christmas Eve, and a barrage of bullets, a minute long, kills 1 man and leaves a woman in critical condition. It happened on the 2600 block of Franklin, on a sidewalk in front of a church. Neighbors say it's all too common.
It's just gotten worse and worse and worse.
China Kelly has lived here for 10 years. She and her mother were home when the gunshots started.
I'm in my bedroom, I'm on the floor, we're both saying a prayer like, oh God, just keep the bullets away.
She's in college now with hopes of landing a good job and the ability to move away. Others say it's simply a way of life. What do you think about all this? What do you make of all this?
Nothing we can do about it.
Authorities say a lack of jobs and misplaced priorities are making a bad situation worse. Last year, Flint recorded a record number of homicides, 65. This year, so far, it's around 60. And neighbors here say there's not much they can do other than wait and pray for things to get better. In Flint, I'm Dan Armstrong, NBC 25 News.